Becker, Wiley, Gleim, Hock, Surgent. Which software for US CMA is supposed to be used to pass in the first attempt? Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is CMA Sunny Chandarana and today's topic is very interesting because it tells you that which software is best for you, which helps you to pass your US CMA exam in your first attempt. Is it Becker? Is it Gleim? Is it Hock? Is it Wiley? Is it Surgent? Everything will be discussed in today's video. But before that, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that all the notifications related to channel is with you. With that, let's begin. So friends, there are many pros and cons when it comes to softwares, and I have personally used some softwares which I'll tell what did I use, which software I have used to pass my US CMA exam, and this video is very interesting, so do not miss to watch till the end because this is about to change your perception about all the softwares that is been recommended by IMA to use the CMA softwares. So my very first software that I've personally used is Becker. The good part about Becker is, it is one of the oldest software which is being widely used for professions like CPA, especially US CPA. The good part about the Becker is the learning faculty. The software is designed in such a great way that will help you to navigate. It will help you to identify what is your strength, what is your weakness, how many hours you have really put in. It has got some good flashcards that will really help you for last minute revision. The mock papers are really nice. The sums are very interesting, and it is a very detailed way based on which a student or a working professional can enjoy the layout and the interface of the software. The cons is it is very costly. It never tells or never, comes up with what is the pass percentage of students. So if you are really trying to figure it out that whether it is working well for me, you have to buy it and you have to try and test it. It will not tell you the pass percentage rate, but my personal experience with Becker was good because I was using that for my part 2 when I gave it, and the experience was overall good. And I'll tell you why I shifted from Becker to Gleim in the rest video. So do not forget to watch this video till the end. The second recommendation is Wiley. Wiley is used very widely among the students. And the good part about Wiley is, even if you have not opted for any classes, the material is sufficient enough for you to pass the US CMA exam in one go. It has got a great understanding, and at times the study material is so much that students might feel little overwhelmed because it is in a very detailed way. It does not have a learning outcome statement. It is designed and it is presented in such a way that a student gets the best benefit out of it, and it is not related to exam orientation. So the pros is that if you are really raw, your experience from studies have been, there has been gap in your studies and you are starting it fresh after some long time, then Wiley will really help you to gauge. It clears your fundamentals. It will help you to understand the basic. It clears your basic and it will then go to advanced. If I have to tell you about MCQs as compared to Gleim and Becker, it is less, but it is sufficient for one to pass, and Wiley is also recommended among students who have not opted for classes or who are planning for self-study. The cons about Wiley is it is slightly overpriced as compared to other software. So that is one drawback that, I would like to put this forward. My another recommendation is Gleim. The Gleim is known as father of all software because it is one of the oldest and most recommended software by IMA. Even IMA, which is Institute of Management Accountants, who conducts the CMA course, who gives this certification, also is highlighting Gleim because Gleim is one of the oldest software and it has got a great variety of sums and great variety of MCQs if I have to compare that with different softwares. The good part about Gleim is it is very detail oriented, but the drawback is someone who has got some basic understanding of accounting will only offer Gleim because there are certain assumptions that someone who has got the sound professional knowledge of accounting has opted for US CMA. So if you are from some other background, let's say arts, and then you are purchasing Gleim, that might not really benefit you. But the good part about Gleim software is the sums and the level of or the quality of sums or MCQs is really great, and some of the questions were really helpful for me to pass my US CMA Part 1 exam. So for Part 2, I used Becker, and for Part 1, I used Gleim because even while I was pursuing this US CMA exam, I have learned many good things about Gleim. So I thought that maybe this is something that will really help me, and it had really helped me to pass my US CMA Part 1 exam. So for Part 2, I used Becker, Part 1, I used Gleim. My fourth recommendation is Hock. Hock I think if I have to say some 4-5 years before, I think Hock was very well known in the market. The level was really nice. But nowadays, people do not talk more about Hock, maybe because the interactive, the LMS portal of the Hock is not really good as compared to Becker, Gleim or Wiley. Trust me guys, this video is a very unbiased video. I am not in favor of any particular software. I'll just give my honest experience and what I've used it and what I've heard it, and the sources based on which I am making this video is also readily available on Google. I've done some research on the topics on the software, and this is a detailed conclusion based on which I am explaining you which software you want to choose. I do not recommend you any software, that is upon your personal choice, but I'll tell you that these were some softwares which I thought of. And Hock, I'm not very sure how it is because I have not personally used it, but whatever I've heard about it or whatever feedback people have given me, it says that it is not very interactive as compared to other softwares. And my final recommendation is Surgent. Surgent is very popular among working professionals because it gives very laconic topics, to the point things. It is designed in such a great way that it is very much exam oriented. Whatever is needed or required for exam is something you should opt for, and Surgent behaves it in very way. The cons about Surgent is it is slightly overpriced as compared to other software, but it is very to the point. I mean, whatever topics the explanation is, it is very to the point. They have not exaggerated things. The MCQs, the number of practice questions are also, fair enough. I think one can easily rely on Surgent and pass it. Barring all these softwares, there are some other recommendations which I would like to say, and even IMA promotes it. There is CMA Exam Academy, who has got the 16-week accelerated program which is conducted by Mr. Nathan Leo. Even that is a very good portal. The good part about CMA Exam Academy is, they have come up with some whiteboard explanation. They give a pass guarantee program where in 16 weeks, if you pay and if you do not pass, we give you full refund. That is what they are claiming it. And the books which they have designed is also very much related to LMS portal or study scenarios that IMA has created for CMA. So overall, these are some of my software recommendations which I've come across, which is widely approved by Institute of Management Accountants. You let me know which software do you use. Comment down below, tell me what is good, what is bad, and if you want a complete detailed video on any of the software, also mention that. I'll come up with that topic as well. And if you honestly like this video, please like it, share it with your friends who are about to appear or who are thinking to appear to purchase any of the software which I have mentioned, and I'll come up with such videos. Till then, you stay tuned. Bye.